Yo, Banter fam, what's happening? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. So obviously we started off with the small pullback yesterday. I hope you all been listening. I know it got quite wild. It got really wild on the 5-minute candles, especially when the news came out yesterday. We started to get the market going quite crazy. But then we had a false alert, and all of a sudden it slowed down the momentum with Bitcoin. And I think we're just starting to get into that mindset now. We've done phenomenal over the last few weeks. I see the market's been absolutely ripping. If we have a look again at the bubbles over the last week in crypto, it's been absolutely insane. But we got to keep understanding that the market is going to keep giving you these legs. They're going to create FOMO. They're going to want every single inch of you FOMOing late in the market. I'm there to say, slow down. We buy the red, we buy pullbacks, and now we're officially starting it. Now, the big thing, guys, is firstly, when we all see red, I see many questions saying, must we buy now? Was that the pullback? You know, is it going to be more? Like, you need to understand that the higher time frame RSI has only just turned now. And what it basically means is Bitcoin, this strong momentum move that we've been continuing on for the last few days, is finally starting to slow down slightly. We're starting to get a momentum drop, a rhythm drop in the market. And this means it may take a little bit of time to the downside. Now, for me, this is not the straight buy signal. In this show, I'm going to give you the different levels. Now, we have the 200-day moving average, which is the $19,500 area. And for me, that's probably likely where we could be going, but it could get a lot worse. Now, we have the whole Genesis filing for the bankruptcy and all of these sort of things. I have Run jumping on just now and sharing some fundamentals, but it all matters on what are the major catalysts on this pullback. Either way, we've broken long-term structures, and on the pullback, we're going to be loading up and we're going to be getting ready for the next push. Because for me, the altcoins did not have their pump just yet. That was a small entry level. For me, this was a Bitcoin and an Ethereum pump, not an altcoin pump. We never had the total 3 break the 200-day moving average. So our focus is going there now on where we can get these alts at the safe level for the next strong push to the upward side. We just got to be very aware that everyone is expecting the 200-day retest, and it may get a lot worse. So I'm going to show you all the different levels and how we're going to plan and structure this. We're going to get badass entries again, and then we're going to make a lot of money again. That's the whole goal. So no more wasting time, James. Let's get into the show. Let's hit it.
Click, click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click, click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗫 Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click, click, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror, mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗫 Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click, click. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam, what is happening? Tell me, how's your day going? I want to ask you one question, Banter fam. We spoke about our long-term portfolios, and we spoke about riding the waves and all of these sort of things. I want to know who took profits. I want to know. Pop in the comments. Did you take profits? Did you FOMO in? Did you still hold? Please share in the comments on what your experience now of the last week. Did you take profit? I've been fighting for it for the last few days. And even though the markets keep creeping up and trying to get that FOMO going in all of us, did you take profits? I did take profits. Amazing. I didn't, bro. Okay. We still got some time. James. Is Random Man here?
Yeah, he's
Random
here.
Man. Okay, wait, we're sorting his sound out. Tell me when you're ready, bro. Tell me, guys, who took profit? I took profit.
Just getting his stuff.
I FOMOed at the top. I FOMOed at the top. I see that Rand's busy sharing his screen. Let's take it off for now. You see, a lot of people get trapped into these FOMOs. I can hear you, bro.
Yo,
I can hear you. I hear you. You came just in time.
I didn't close my short.
Didn't you? Maybe you make profits, bro.
Yeah, you know why? Because yesterday when this all happened, remember I was live on Twitter Spaces. So all this was happening while I was live on Twitter Spaces. There was no way I could close a short. So now I've got to wait for
many people took profits. Amazing. Not yet on the shorts. Okay, we'll speak about the shorts, guys. We'll go through the shorts in a moment. But a lot of people took profits. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Don't worry about what I see. Someone said here, I'm still down 40K from last year. Whoa. We promised that the start of 2023, we ignore the past and we start brand new. And this is where we start the new road. We have 2023 to get our portfolios where they need to be. And 2024 is hopefully the next bull run where we can 10x everything and go crazy again. The main thing is we've started this year off strong and we want to be consistent throughout this year very much. So guys, first thing, run. Which one's better, bro?
Sure.
Which one's better?
You know what? You need to win both because one is more like flashy, which is the green and the blue and gold, and then the one that you can wear every day is the black.
Black one. So guys, we are running the Rolex promotion, and the way this works is we have, if you sign up with the ByBit accounts with the link below in the description, which I'll show you over here, you will see ByBit Rolex. If you open an account and you take a trade, it qualifies you to win this beautiful bad boy, which does look pretty sexy. It goes with the background pretty nice. And then we have the Bitget one. What are these called? Submariners.
Submariners. It's the most sought after Rolex watch in the world, my friend.
Submariners. Sorry, bro. I'm new. Like I'm still learning how to. I need to still buy one of these things. Then we have the black one, guys, which is with Bitget. If you sign up with the Bitget link below, which is this one over here, and you take a trade, it qualifies you. We are giving away these Rolexes before the end of Feb. The more trades you do take, the more qualifications you get. You also have to follow myself and Crypto Man Ran on Twitter, as well as the Crypto Banter on Twitter and on Instagram itself.
Discord. You have to be in the Discord.
Don't worry. Then what we have is our fantastic Discord. Now, Discord, guys, you would have got every single trade yesterday, every single show chart. If you have a look over here under the Sheldon the Sniper section, you get all my show charts. So it's not always the easiest to see on the screen. So all of them are here for you guys. Every single chart that I chart for you guys. We gave the 2 scenarios yesterday on many of them. I know a lot of you got the shorts, which was great. It wasn't that easy. It stopped one of mine, but one of mine did make incredible profits. But you get all of the show charts. And then what you get is all of the trades. Look at this. Look at all of the trades and all the different tokens that you get that we chart for you guys. It just makes it so much easier for yourselves. In order to get into Discord, yo,
can we do a poll on YouTube? Can you do polls on YouTube? James, can you do polls on YouTube? Yeah, can you do a poll? Which watch is better? The green, the blue and gold, or the black one? I'm really dying to know which one is more sought after. Because I'm watching the comments.
Yeah, I see. Guys, on Discord, if you want to get into it, if you either have a ByBit or Bitget or OKX link, it gets you into the VIP. And you're able to see all the trades and all of that. Okay, run. Let's jump into the juice, bro. The juice is, we had a small rumor yesterday, became a nothing burger, which was not so big, but it was concerning.
Can we just talk about the Department of Justice? Can we just talk for 1 second?
Yes,
let's just get it out of the way.
Please get it out of the way.
Yeah. Let's just walk through this. They make an announcement, which they never ever do. We are coming out with enforcement action against an international cryptocurrency thing. 5 minutes later, the FBI. 5 minutes later, OFAC. Now you go, oh, fuck. You've got FBI, OFAC, SEC, and the Department of Justice all coming out to make a huge announcement, which they never, ever do. Okay, so...
Yeah. I saw you were sweating. Everyone was sweating. They're like, please don't be Binance. Please don't be Binance.
Okay, wait, I'm not finished. And then they late. So they come out onto their own stream and they late.
Yeah.
And then 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗫. You don't make an announcement around 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗫. You just don't make an announcement. It's embarrassing. You make an announcement when you're something serious to announce. You don't announce 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗫.
That's true.
I mean,
but dude, this is why we gotta this is why I've always fell in love with the charts. Like we needed some catalyst to slow Bitcoin down for the pullback. Like it needed to be something stupid or whatever it is. But so far it's worked. It's given a small pullback now and slowly momentum down. And hopefully this can get the rest of the buys. Like, are you still sitting on dollars? Do you still want to get into the market? I think that that's the big one. Now, this is the big question. So obviously we have the Genesis and all of this. I would like, if you can just give me, well, if you can just give a minute, I don't know, just explain it for us on, is this already priced in? Because for me, we've started the pullback. And I have a short-term scenario on where the pullback happens. And this can easily be the 200-day moving average. And I'll go through the chart shortly. But then I do have a scenario that we go to 18K again. And for me, it's just like, there would obviously have to be a big catalyst for that to happen. But is this a small thing, or is it a big thing that, like, could it just erupt into something that can really bring the market down? Now, it's important because we're about to look at buying retests and buying these levels. Fundamentally, what's your thoughts on this?
Okay, so it is currently not such a big thing, but it can actually turn into a big thing. Let me explain to you what's going on. So DCG is a company that owns a whole lot of companies, including Genesis and including the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. DCG, Genesis is insolvent. It cannot pay. It cannot pay. Genesis is a lending company, and Genesis is insolvent. They cannot pay. They cannot honor the obligations. They took in a whole lot of money from a whole lot of people, including a whole lot of Gemini users in a program called Earn. And right now they pay them back. There's a hole. I don't know exactly how big the hole is. On my show, I'll actually talk about it in much more depth. So right now, the people that have money locked up in Genesis haven't been able to access their money because they stopped withdrawals and they're not you're not allowed to withdraw anymore. Now they are talking about going into bankruptcy. Now, I don't know if this is real. So let me tell you why I don't know if this is real. They could just be posturing to say to their creditors, listen, we've made you an offer, accept the offer. Because if you don't accept the offer, we are going to go into bankruptcy. And if we go into bankruptcy, it's a 10-year process. And in that 10-year process, the only person that actually gains is the liquidator, right? So I think this is my theory. My theory is that this is all posturing to say, look, we're announcing that we may go into bankruptcy to encourage our creditors to accept our last offer. Okay? If I'm right here, and the creditors they'll eventually reach an agreement and everything will be fine. The other option is that Genesis go into liquidation. And then if Genesis go into liquidation, then it takes a whole lot of money out of the market. And it could put DCG into liquidation. If it puts DCG into liquidation, they may have to sell off the Bitcoin Trust to another party, and who knows what that other party will do. So that is.
And how big is that? If you had to say the second option, how big is that for
600,000 Bitcoin hit the market? Yeah, 600,000 Bitcoin hit the market.
Bro, so that's got to be the 12K. There's no way.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's a long way away. Those 600,000.
Yeah. But I think it's just important. I think it's just important. Like, we needed to know that some sort of catalyst would have come out for the pullback, because we just want to know now. Firstly, it makes sense. You know, Bitcoin hasn't stopped for the last few days, and it hits a major resistance, lots of wicks, an area where we're starting to get some sell-off. And for me, now the pullback starts. Now we start the RSI down on the daily. So I'm expecting a few days, probably the rest of this week, just to calm down the market a bit and prep for the next. But now this is where the interesting part comes, is we have one little bit of support, which is a big indicator. It's the 200-day moving average, and it is at 19.5. For me, the only problem that I have with this is I have no horizontal supports. I have no trend line supports. I don't have a 618 there. I got one little indicator that is showing support at 19.5. The rest of it is indicating for me that there is the 618 at 18.3. There's a horizontal support over there. There's a trend support there too. And if we have a look, just show you the next pattern. And if we have a look at pattern-wise, you know, ideally this sort of makes sense. Now, this is obviously if things go extremely pear-shaped in that sort of sense. The RSIs are still high, but think about it now. I don't know if the top was in for Bitcoin. And for me, the higher levels of 23 to 25 should be tested next, is what makes sense. If we hold the 200-day moving average, I'm expecting us to go quite a bit higher than where we reach now. I think it just comes down to, we have a very weak stock market right now, which is not looking pretty good. Like, it's looking pretty weak at the moment. And now it's coming down again. Like, this is a lot of strong red candles that are just forming on the daily.
why do you say it's looking weak? Take me to the SPX chart.
So for me, look at that weekly. And this, let me take you to this chart.
Hold on, what you're showing me there is a perfect retest. Go back to your weekly.
Yeah.
Perfect retest of a trend line.
No. It is. I agree with you. I got a lower high firstly, which is not good at all. And this is just a big ass weekly candle that's forming. It's like engulfing the last 2 weeks on the US 30 year. So for me, it's just like, I'm just wondering why. We just had pretty good news that came out yesterday, right? And things have sort of been going well, but the stock market is starting to look a little bit shaky. And I want to know what this is going to play in effect.
Stock market is up. Stock market is up in the last. Just go to the last 7 days, or the last. Go to the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
Go to the last 2 weeks. Tell me what the stock market's done in the last 2 weeks.
So stock market is good. The only problem is if it goes much lower. So the last 2 weeks stock market has done. So I'm not bearish. We know I'm not. I'm always bullish. But I'm just speaking. I'm in that conservative point where I'm gonna make sure that with this community we're gonna buy properly and we're gonna fucking kill it this year. Like that's just we got to take all things. So it did pump 22%. It is coming down to test the 200-day moving average again. I don't like how strong aggressive it is moving right now. If we bounce, everything is good and all's fine. If we lose this area, we come back in here. And for me, we don't want to come back in here. I just want to know, do you know anything at the moment of why the stock markets are just not holding? I see gold pumping right now. I see the Dixie at a very important level, which we're hoping we drop. But if we bounce, it is a really strong level on the weekly. You can see this RSI on the Dixie as well. You know, is there something boiling in the background here that we don't know of? Because that's sort of what I'm just like picking up here and just making sure. Other than that, you know, I got trend lines. We're going to get these trades. There's no problem about that. I just want to know what you're feeling about the market right now and this current move. Is it a trap? Is there anything else like that? If not, great. Fundamentally,
there's no trap. Fundamentally, everything's good. Fundamentally, we needed a pullback.
This is the big chart.
S&P went up too fast. There we go. Look at that.
So this is the chart that the people have been worried about because we've been hitting it, and every time we haven't got through here, we've basically created quite a big correction after that. And what they're saying is, if we don't get through here soon, they're saying we're going to make another lower low in this, and ultimately that's a 25-30% possibly within the. What could make something like that happen in your head?
The fundamentals don't support that.
Amazing.
Unless Russia goes into all-out war, unless we get another, like the fundamentals are saying, you know, someone says the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling is a game because, and what we refer to as a debt ceiling is that the US has a maximum amount of debt that they can take on, and they hit that amount of debt. Now, I think that both the Democrats and the Republicans have to vote together that increase the debt ceiling. And they use this as a negotiation period. Like the Democrats and Republicans use this as a negotiation period. It happens all the time, and eventually, obviously, they agree because otherwise the US would default on its debt. There's no way in hell that the US is defaulting on its debt. Let's just move on from that.
Okay, amazing. So I think that was the reason why I'm asking this is let's get that all out of the way. And then we can jump onto the charts now, and we can start prepping the next move. It's more just for everyone to understand where we sort of at with everything. We can start DJing. how's your AVAX short there? You were nearly in profit yesterday, bro.
Let's actually open.
You were nearly in profit yesterday.
Open it. There we go. So here it is. I'm transparent. Here it is. $4,440. 4,000
better, bro. This thing was sitting at 20K at some point.
Exactly. I mean, bro, relax. Relax. Yeah. I'm not stressed at all. I was a bit stressed when I got to 1850 and I started sweating bullets because I was down 20 grand. But at the same time, when that happened, Bitcoin was up, and I have another account where I've got a long position of like a couple of hundred Bitcoin open. So, it's okay. I'll be okay.
Okay, amazing, bro. Okay, so what I'm going to speak about now, Ron, it's up to you. There's coins that the biggest thing I want to know from you on this dip when I speak about the levels, what coins does Ron think like we got to, like what's your coins that you think? Other than that, I'm going to speak about the dip now because I think we're going down more than where we are right now. Definitely.
Sheldon, I came here to DJ. Do you want to DJ or is this just or did you call me here to chit chat? If you want to degen, then let's degen. If you want to chit chat, then come to my office later. We can order lunch together. I came here to degen.
So I'm speaking about pullback levels, and I'm speaking about where we're filling our next bags. Like that. That's
Okay.
where I think if you have any tokens for us that I don't mention much of, I would appreciate that I can chart that.
No problem. Please begin.
Okay. So
on my show today, I'm gonna give you guys. I'll tell you what I'm doing today, because just so you know, so don't say I didn't tell you. I'm gonna give you guys. I'll tell you how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tokens to buy that I've never bought with you guys before. 7 tokens that I've bought with you guys before. I'm gonna give you guys the 7 tokens, and it's not the normal ones. It's not like Render and Matic and Solana. It's 7 tokens that we've never spoken before.
Good. Okay, amazing. Okay, cool, guys. I need to jump in here, run. So give me 2 secs, and then we can. Okay, so obviously uprising wedge, guys, that we spoke about yesterday. We had this little fake wick come out over here, and now we've officially lost the wedge. We can see very much that this is technically a bearish pattern that was forming, even though price was slightly going up, forming a bearish pattern. And now we basically got the first confirmation. The confirmation was an 8 to 12 hour to daily close of a candle below this wedge, which is a big thing. And now what I'm expecting is where previously for the last few days, 21,000 was support. It was the level we were holding. Now it's resistance. Now it's an area where we've lost, and it's going to be pretty hard for us to get higher than that level just yet. So I'm expecting any little pushes up here now, if not the one that this morning's already done with, I'm pretty sure that here they're going to start to continue the sell-off. This for us is not a buy signal just yet. Now, where are the buying areas that we need to speak about? The first one we have is the 19.5. And if we have to take it into context, I don't want anyone to sit and say the bearish or anything like that. The market's just pumped crazy percentages. But what I'm expecting here is a possible another 6% down within Bitcoin. That takes us down to the areas of around the 19.5. Now, like I said, my only concerns about this area is I only have one indicator, which is the 200-day moving average. Okay. Now, the best way for this scenario to play out is this is what I'm looking at basically happening. Is I'm looking at from here, we end up having a little spike up at any point to the area again of offload, and then it starts to make its way down, right? And that ideally will give us our momentum support. And like I said, with these trend lines, they're really good when it comes to higher time frames. And for me, that will be the one where the momentum is to the downside. The same way I detected the other day. I said 2-3 days ago, it got a bit jumpy, but I said Bitcoin's losing rhythm. It's losing momentum. And that trend line told us that perfectly. And this is going to be the same thing here. Is I'm expecting one more little high from Bitcoin. Either we go test the lows now first, or we go to the 21 at any point. But I'm waiting for this 21 retest. And that's going to form a secondary high for me. That's going to be a momentum line that I'm tracking. And then I have my main targets. Like I said, 19.5 is first target, not much support. Then I look at the other scenarios and I say, okay, let's look at the other higher time frame scenarios of the areas. And this is where it came down to. I have this head and shoulders, which I showed you guys just now, and I want to speak about it again. Now, this one for me is the previous left shoulder here. We can sort of see this pattern is making a bit of sense, but we broke this trend, and this is when the big acceleration started with Bitcoin. And since then, we have not tested it. We have not come down to test those areas at all. So for me, here, a pullback to these areas would make sense. Secondly, what makes sense to it is we have horizontal support in this area. Okay. Thirdly, we then have, this is if things go more bearish than what we're expecting. Okay. If something bad comes out, and it's saying that there is a possibility, remember the chart tells you something before the news comes, that there is 2 scenarios here. There's a very short-term quick scenario where it was all just hype, but there's also a bearish scenario, which is a buy, by the way, which I'll go through. But then we also have the 618, which is also showing the 18.3. So it's very important that this is the plan of trading it, is exactly this plan that I've given you guys. Let's go here. There we go. With this low high. Doesn't matter which one we go to. The trend line is going to be the one that's going to save us. We now have a roadmap of where we can expect Bitcoin to get to. And ultimately, this is the momentum that's going to move down to that area. If we get to this target of the 200-day moving average and we decide to break trend on higher time frame, it's extremely bullish and we are back in the market and we're making our way to the next level. Now, for me, I'm still expecting Bitcoin on the next push. Wherever these next lows may be, I'm still expecting it to go test the higher levels. For me, the break of this higher high over here was a big indication. The fact that we got higher, and it's still extremely bullish for me on the higher time frame. And I'm looking at the next target of the 23, and then we have the 25K after that. Now we're focusing on how we can get the correct entries. Now, what's also interesting is if we have a look at the dominance. The dominance is still incredibly strong right now, and it doesn't matter, even though that when the markets have been bullish, dominance has been going up. Even if the market pulls back now, dominance still seems to to be strong within Bitcoin's favor. And I'm still seeing dominance because it broke out of this pattern, which was supposed to be a bearish pattern. It's now broken out and showing momentum to the upside. And I'm still seeing more momentum that goes towards 44, 45. And this is just a clear indication for me that the market has completely reset. It's reset and restarted with Bitcoin again. And I'm seeing this make its way to this area. Now, this excites me because I'm expecting all this pullback right now and everything happening. I am expecting dominance to continue up. But then what I'm expecting after that is a big offload of dominance. And this is where the exciting chart comes into play, which is the total 3. The total 3 is a place where we stopped. We stopped at the 200-day moving average. Bitcoin's above that. Everywhere's above that. The altcoins stopped deadly in the middle of nowhere. And that's why I knew the real pump for the altcoins wasn't starting just yet. And you can see very much that there's not much left to the downside within the altcoins, which is really nice for this pullback. And this is why it's confirming again, we want to catch these on support, because only when we're above the 200-day moving average is when we're going to start seeing the real move from the altcoins. And I'm basically looking at the similar sort of pattern where from here, we slow down and we start to make our way through the major indicators. And for me, this ends up being a humongous run within altcoins, one that was literally double, if not slightly more than what we just saw from the altcoins now, which is crazy. We've seen some altcoins absolutely explode, but this is the big indicator for me. And that's why I was telling you guys, sell, don't be afraid. Until we're above the major indicator, there's still time for you to accumulate and for you to build and to get that up. But
I must say, you have called the market perfectly. Since you got back in January, you've called the market absolutely perfectly. Yeah, the pullback didn't come on the first day that you said it, but the next day the pullback actually came. You called this market absolutely perfectly.
The timing's been hard. Thank you, bro. The timing's been pretty hard, though. They don't make it easy. They definitely don't make it easy. They make it quite jumpy. But I don't know if you agree with me, bro, that this was an altcoin pump, but I don't think people understand that it can still get a lot more within altcoins. Once we break the major indicators on the actual higher time frame on altcoins, that's when we start to see the real run. And that's what excites me now about this pullback. Is dominance is spiking now, but we're going to have an offload of the dominance. And when that offload comes and we break through the major indicator, I'm seeing a massive push. So what I'm getting to here is, let me quickly scroll through some of these altcoins and explain to you how I'm expecting this to all play out. The altcoins are looking really strong, but this is how it works. And I've been speaking to you guys a few days about this. You'll find this all in the Discord as well. I'm seeing 1,430 from Ethereum, and the bad scenario is 1,346. So it's not too bad. But basically a 7-8 to 10% pullback from Ethereum. I want that because Ethereum to Bitcoin looks incredibly strong for the year. And I still think it's looking amazing. Here's it here, possibly making higher low now in the beautiful retest of where you want to change your Ethereum into Bitcoin. So that's looking incredibly strong. Plus we have the Ethereum dominance looking really good. Then when it comes to coins like this, which is BNB. So for anyone that's holding shorts, guys, I would hold them for another 5 to 7% down within your altcoins. So you're going to make some money, but I'd hold them slightly longer and I'd have stop loss at entries. But BNB, I'm expecting another 7-8%, around $270 is where I'm expecting BNB. Solana's the interesting one because it's still holding trend as we speak. And I have one target, which is basically around the $18, and the second one's $15. And I think that one's a buy run. I don't know what you think about it, but we're definitely gonna have a possible more downside in Solana. And I think if we can get it around 15, 16. What are you watching there, bro?
I'm playing blackjack, bro.
Are you winning?
Yeah, I am winning. I'm using crypto to play blackjack.
Are you
Okay,
using your AVAX profits?
Yeah, 4 against 14. What do I do? I'm gonna take a card.
Okay, take one. Let's see.
4 against 14. I'm gonna stop. Stop. Okay, now we see what she gets. Oh, 5-15. That's not good for us. Oh, she wins. Okay, you carry on with
You
your.
got destroyed, bro. Wrecked. Dude, what is that? Where do I get that? I also want to play.
It's one of our sponsors, Bitcasino. You can use your crypto to.
Thank you, bro. Thank
But
you.
you carry on with the chart.
Okay.
Ignore me.
So
Ignore me.
Solana, guys. Solana for me, 20% still. 20% cheaper is where I want Solana. AVAX for me, it comes down to 14. I think AVAX has now broken the very high time frames, and it's something we want to load up on. So I think AVAX is going to be really good. But as you can see, guys, I'm seeing one more possible leg. So if we have to picture this now, take the first scenario of Bitcoin of 19.5, and then take the altcoins. You know, I have all the altcoins showing only another 5 to 8% of the downside, and it's worth buying. We're at the major levels of buying, which indicates that the play of Bitcoin at 19.5 could make sense, definitely, because the altcoins are not showing incredibly large pullbacks from here. So similar to the leg that we had yesterday is possibly another leg that I'm looking at. And then what it's going to do is the market's going to go sideways, guys. And this is where I need you guys to pay attention, is we have the support areas on where we're expecting it to go. And this is where I need us to have our trend lines in here and be slightly patient, because you need these daily RSIs to get to the bottom. Only once these daily RSIs get to the bottom is when I actually see the market start moving again. So this is going to take a few days of patience and get your first buys in here. But you need to put your trend lines in play the same way we just did it with Bitcoin at the top now. We just did it yesterday, where we have these wedges in play. It's the same way you're going to trade it, do it at the downside. The market's going to move quickly. It's going to come quick, and then it goes sideways. It slows down, and you're going to put that in a channel. And once we break that resistance, then you know that was the support horizontally. The RSIs are reset. Then you know it's worthy for you getting in. I want you guys to put yourself 7 days ago, put yourself back into that seat. How did it feel when you never had that position? How did it feel when the market was pumping and you weren't in? How did it feel? That's why you work your butt off for this next entry, because you want to be the one smiling when the whole market rockets off and it gives you this huge push over here, and you're not fighting for an entry. Oh, I didn't get enough in. Oh, I need to buy more. Oh, I need to this. Oh, I need to that. You need to be smiling within that. And that's why I need you to pay attention with these dates and stick with me this whole week so that we can get all these damn entries. But the main ones that I'm focusing on, BNB, Solana, Avalanche, Link, Near Protocol. You can see Near Protocol 1.8. So I'm expecting another 7% drop until I'm looking to buy. THORChain, if you got the short yesterday, you're well off in profits. You're doing incredibly well. I'm looking at 1.48, 1.47. Look at THETA. THETA all the way back at 80 cents. Great. All of these coins have broken daily 200 moving averages. They've broken out of wedges. They're all looking incredibly strong in the high time frame. And these are the areas that I want to buy. Cardano, I'm looking at another 8% drop. So I'm looking at one more leg to the downside. I'm looking for sideways and break of trends, and then we are getting back in. Because as I said, I'm looking at a total market cap of 30% to the upside on the next leg for the altcoins. 30%. This last one we did now, I think, was a 22%. I'm looking at a bigger leg, if not way more than that. After I'm looking at an altcoin catch-up. So as you can see here, same with Matic. I'm looking at Matic making its way to 86 to 82 cents and many of the tokens. So I'll be going through the rest of this week, the tokens that we are focusing on and which ones we're going to buy. I'm just telling you again, do not FOMO in right now. Do not FOMO in right now. I'm looking at lower levels. If we break a trend later tomorrow, we'll get in on the break. Do not FOMO in now. Prep for your next entries. You don't want to be stuck where you were 7 days ago. And we've done incredibly well. I'm so proud of all of you that took damn profits. Well done. Let's keep this momentum because we're going to continue this for the rest of the year. I saw Run. Apparently school. We need to fill up some school, bro. Some people never behaved.
Yeah, we have to talk about this. So listen. We have it's literally there's 18 spots left. Okay, that's it. It's not a lot. It's 18 spots left in Sniper School. What happened was not everybody got qualified. So the cohorts are limited by the system. So not everybody qualified, which means that we now have 18 spots left. It's only 18 spots out of 2,500, which means that 18 people who qualify, but you got to qualify quickly before Monday. In order to qualify, you're going to have to go there, fill in your details. You're going to have to open a exchange account using the crypto school link below. If you already have a ByBit account, get a Bitget account. If you already have a ByBit and Bitget account, you have to get an OKX account. There's 18 spaces left. That's it. So go. People who are
guys, I want to teach you. This is the best thing. If you think the shows are cool, I want to teach you. Come to Sniper School.
I want to show you something. Just hold on a second. I want to show you something. Just please humor me for 2 minutes of your time.
Yo, snipers.
I'm asking you for 3 minutes. Can I steal 3 minutes of your show to show the guys something?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So I'm stealing 3 minutes, and I think it's 3 minutes well spent. And hold on, what the hell's going on here? And why can't I see anything? Okay, now I can see. Okay, I'm 3 minutes of your time.
Yo, snipers. I want to welcome you to Sniper School, as I want to explain to you why the school is so different to others. This school was built on a true life story. 2.5 years ago, I was a carpenter. Now I'm a full-time crypto trader. I have a community of over 400,000 people, and I've managed to turn $400 into being a dollar millionaire in under 3 years. Now, crypto looks incredibly complicated. It's actually overwhelming. You sit there and you're like, do I really have to be a genius in order to make money? I fell for that. I jumped in, I thought I had to be incredibly smart. And what it ended up me doing is going through this roller coaster of being rich and poor, many successes, but many losses, actual depressions where I couldn't get out of bed and I thought I was not going to make it. But throughout that whole roller coaster, I actually figured out the trick. The trick was to be consistent and to be simple. Now, this course wasn't just built on my story and a single trader. This comes from a whole team of people that had nothing and they had to make this work. A huge part of my success is my trading team. And that's why you are here. You can see I'm happy. You can see I'm proud because it's not only just me and you on the other side. We have thousands of people that are coming together that all want the same goal. They want a chance in life and they want to be able to succeed.
I got to give you your roses while you're here. You know, you helped change my life.
Come on, everybody. Let's do it. I love you all. Thank you for the opportunity. Let's hit it. Having a team in this industry is one of the most important things that you can do. They hold you. When you feel like quitting, they rise you back up. When they feel like quitting, you rise them back up. Now, what can you expect from Sniper School? I promise you 5 things. Firstly, it will be fun and it will be simple. Simplicity is key, and that's what got me where I am today. Number 2, I'm going to teach you how to become a sniper. I don't want you to listen to anyone. I want you to have the skill to know how to buy, where do I take profits, and ultimately know the whole system of how to make money. Number 3, I'm going to teach you how to make money when the market's going up, and I'm going to teach you how to make tokens when the market's going down, how to actually build a portfolio. Millionaires are made in the bear market. Number 4, you're going to learn a new trading skill for life. Now, guys, I'm going to teach you price action. I'm going to teach you emotions. You can use the skill in any market in the world, not just crypto. Number 5, you're going to make friends. You already have one here. I support you. I got your back. But now it's not only just me. You have a team and you have thousands of people in this community. You're going to build a crypto trading network for life. Guys, this course is just the beginning. We're about to walk an incredible journey together, and I'm so proud of you for taking the first step.
So that's Sniper School. There are 18 spaces. There were 18 spaces left. If you want them, go to the description. There is a Sniper School link. Sign up, click on it. If you don't get into this course, you will get into the next course. But if you want, 18 of you will get into it. You have to complete all the requirements by Monday if you're going to get in, because your first lesson, your first class starts on Monday. So
Starts
there
on
we
Monday, bro.
go. I gotta go get ready. Much love,
Cool, my
to
brother.
you.
Thank
Beautiful
you, bro.
community. I will see you later.
See you on your show.
Bro.
Cheers, bro. Cool, guys. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day out there. Don't stare too much at the charts right now. There's not too much happening. Don't FOMO into the market. We're going to get good buys and we're going to make a killing on the next one. For those who are shorting, in about 5-6%, take your profits, get out. Go buy yourself something nice, relax, breathe, and let's focus on the next longs. I'm here to protect you guys. I'm here to make this a better year than what we've ever had before. A better me, a new me, and I'm excited for it. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next show. Much love, guys.